Well, that bird you just looked at is probably going to go from here up to the Arctic.
That's one of Seabrook Island's Shorebird Stewards volunteers. And you might be wondering, what bird is she talking about? It's the red knot, a federally threatened bird species that relies on beaches like this one here to rest before finishing a long-distance migration up to well above the Arctic Circle.
So we get about 40% of the roofer red knot Atlantic coast population. That's about 17,000 birds that stop here on Seabrook and Kiowa Islands in the springtime.
In fact, the South Carolina coast is vital for many other shorebirds to rest and nest too, hosting species like brown pelicans, American oyster catchers, least terns, state-threatened Wilson's plovers, and endangered piping plovers.
We're just one rung in the ladder that all these birds have to migrate up and down on, but in the grand scheme of things, on the Atlantic coast, we're pretty important.
But these shorebirds face many challenges, from sea level rise and storms to habitat loss and human disturbances. With shorebirds in North America declining by 70% in the last 40 years, the least we can do is share the shore with them.
We want to turn that around and give these birds a fighting chance here on the beach. And because disturbance is one of the greatest threats that they face in South Carolina, that's what we focus on the most.
Human disturbance includes walking too close to nest and even beach-going with our dogs. Though we may think we aren't perceived as a threat to these birds, the birds clearly think otherwise.
We look like predators to birds, but our dogs even more so look like a natural predator for shorebirds that are trying to rest or nest on the beach.
Dogs to our coastal birds look exactly like coyotes, so they look like a predator. A dog, even from pretty far away, can disturb these birds.
When nesting shorebirds sense predators, their immediate reaction is to flee, even if they have a nest and chicks. This both depletes their vital energy stores and can leave their offspring vulnerable to predators as well as to the elements. Fortunately for the birds, in 2019, the beach community of Seabrook Island figured out a way to help them nest and rest and minimize the impact people and pets can have on them by designating different zones on the beach, including an entirely dog-free zone during the peak nesting and migration months. The Seabrook Island birders and the town worked together to find a solution that balanced the human desire for summertime fun with our furry friends with the needs of threatened birds like the red knot.
We fought very hard for the dog ordinance, and people understand. It's been well received after the initial, you can't do that to us, but everybody's got a place on the shore, on the beach, and the dogs are down this way, the birds are this way, and when you're on the bird area, please respect them and enjoy them.
Seabrook Island Birders makes Seabrook Island a place that we are super confident is safe for birds. And having a partner like that on the ground is just invaluable.
Learn more about Audubon South Carolina's Coastal Stewardship Program and how you can share the shore by visiting sc.audubon.org/coast.